Good evening, happy Monday, welcome to camp. It is time for more Friday the 13th God Runs. Had another really good practice session, decided to change things up a little bit on day 3. Not sure if I'll actually end up doing that or if I'll go back to what I was doing out of habit, but I'm trying to slow down a little bit and utilize the zombies a little better for cover when Jason appears. So we'll have to see how that goes. A lot of it depends on the seed and if I even make it that far. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Lorelei is very active tonight. She's already been knocking stuff off the desk, so I have a feeling we're gonna have extra difficulty due to this one right here. You wanna say hi? Hey Gordon, hey Atma, welcome in. Hope you're having good Mondays. You gonna make this difficult, Lorelei? Yes. As long as if you sit here, we'll be good. Hey J-Dubs, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, let's hit the reset, get it started. Hopefully get a viable seed here. Oh, Laura. Ideally, we get the instant buzzer with Chrissy, but there's a 50-50 shot that he's gonna appear just to the left of Mark here. Yep. So he's starting in the cave loop. Which unfortunately means we're stuck with Mark. I mean, I could go back to Chrissy, but that uses day-night cycles. There was someone here? That's unfortunate. Lorelei, sit still, sweetie. Usually get that one really good run a night, and it's generally timed around when Lorelei goes and takes a nap. But if she's awake, we're just gonna have to deal. Alright. I hope today's the day. It definitely could be. My last practice run earlier today was perfect day 3. It was save state, so I just started at the beginning of day 3, but it was still perfect. I mean, I know this is stuff I can definitely do it. It's just a matter of putting together all 72 or 75 battles perfectly without getting hit by anything. That was close. That thing was charging. Now let's hope we don't have Debbie moving into this cabin by the time Jason gets there, because he's got to run around in the cave a little bit. We know he runs around the cave because Rossi looked at the game code. You can't fight him in there, probably because of the holes in the pits and everything, but according to the game code, he does go into the cave. Alright, made it. That's true, he could just like to, I mean, purple's my second favorite color. Black and then purple. Well, dark purple. And then like a dark blue. I like darker colors. Hey Chris, welcome in, hope you're having a good Monday. And we stop. Got him. Alright, we're gonna do 5, 6, and we want to get the 7th when we're on the right side of the screen, so we can catch up to him right over here and get one more path fight. Got him. That's a lot of this is just trying to, like, when you're on these stretches on the outer loop, you're basically trying to make it so you're on a certain spot so you can catch up to him before he leaves that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the problem with being Mark right here. Mark grows too fast and his momentum is hard to slow down. Just like that. That is why Mark is garbage, and we like Chrissy. Chrissy does not get that problem in the lake, but Mark does constantly. And unfortunately, this seed is pushing us towards Mark again. Nope. Nope. Yep, I tried to follow him into the woods is a lot of really good path fights, like consecutive path fights, if you can time it right. Well, this is poo. Alright, we got a 50-50 shot of an instant buzzer, though. Let's hope it's an instant buzzer. Yep, he has a 50% chance of starting just outside of the cave loop. Buzzer? Nope, in the cave loop. Alright, George, Mark, Paul. They are only given Mark today. I don't like it. See, Chrissy she's too far off. Well, I don't want to waste a day-night cycle switching to her either, but maybe she'll move into place and we can pick up with Chrissy. Unfortunately, he's got to do the lake with Mark again. Even if it gets all the way through there, you need a little bit of luck based on where the zombies spawn. You got to start slowing down really early. Hey, Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. You want to come up too, Zelda? Come on. You're not going to cause problems like your sister does. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is another area where you want to make sure you're on the right side of the screen when he runs off. Because if you do this right, you can get a ton of quick battles in here. Almost got hit there. Alright, we'll do 6, 7. So this is 2 cabin fights already. That's really bad. If I want to try to avoid having to do a lot more of this day on dusk or night, gonna have to get a lot of good path fights here. The Laura death loop is always great. That's the best thing involving Laura. Alright, so he's in there. And stop right here, get a little bit ahead on the path. 1, 2, Lorelei. She just tried to shove my hand off of the controller. Okay, you need to stop. What the heck did she do? Good, back away. 5. Alright, this is what I need. The really nice stretch of path fights here. Lorelei, will you just chill for a couple minutes? Almost jumped right on that axe. Okay, this is where I want to go in. This is what I needed to catch back up after that terrible setup. Lorelei, stop, please. She almost stepped on the reset button again. 6, 7. All right. Let's try to move here. Okay, finally got a moment of peace. Hey, Oliver, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh yeah, playing this, especially in, like, I would never play this. I wouldn't want to play this in the dark if in the dark when I was a kid. Now I would. Like, there was a first-person shooter called Fear that, like, there's this girl chasing you in it that reminded me of Samara from The Ring, and I only played that game at, like, midnight in the dark. It was awesome. The heck did she do? Lorelei, no, no, no. She just tried to step on the reset button again. I mean, she's probably stepped on the reset button half a dozen times. And that's not counting all the other runs she's been involved with ending. She was upstairs for, usually she doesn't go upstairs, but she was upstairs for quite a while today. It was really fun. She got to go, she went and she looked out the patio window in the backyard, then she looked out, she was watching the birds from the living room window. I'm hoping the fact that she was watching those and she had such a good time means she'll try to come upstairs more. Dogs really wanted to play with her too. She took a nice swing at George because he was not giving her any space. Alright. 1, 2, and we slow down right away. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Wow! That was a holy buckets. Look, half health gone already. Jason Invades Nintendo would be very interesting. Like I'm guessing that'd be their headquarters is probably somewhere in Japan. Pet. I don't know. I don't know if a dog would be really good for him. But dog was the first thing that came to mind, but I also wouldn't want him to, like, I don't want dogs to be associated with bad. I should replay Fear again. That game was so much fun. 1, 2, we're gonna slow down right away. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's going to the cave. We actually started in the forest. And he is way ahead. No, he's not. Phew. I thought he was so far ahead of me. Alright, this is another section. We want to be on the right side if possible. Alright, he's going into that cabin. Hey, Baseball, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Tonight, the game has only been giving me seeds where Mark is in a viable starting position, and why did I jump there? Okay, maybe we'll get a Chrissy one here. Yeah, nope. These seeds have just been garbage. Okay, if we don't... Well, actually... No, we're gonna do it this way. If there's an instant buzzer... We'll go to one of the 2 locations and use Chrissy. If there's not, we reset. Yeah, he's by the cave. Reset. Oh, thanks for the good luck. Come on, Lorelei. You've already... No, stop it. Don't do that. You can stay right here. Stay right... I put your favorite blanket on the bed. Why don't you go lay down for a little bit? George, okay. Again, mark up there. Oh, this is the low percent seed for a stone-only speedrun. I think it is. I believe... If it is, he's going to be attacking George right away. I'm going to go... hopefully I remember this seed right, or it's... Is it George? Beans, it wasn't. Should have picked Mark. Oh, same seed again. Okay, this time we're gonna pick Mark. And he should be right. You're kidding. Now when I switch and I don't pick Chrissy, he goes, and so that seed must have different Jason at different starting points too. That was so wrong. I really wanted to use Chrissy here, but now I can't waste the day. Actually, I probably could have wasted the day-night cycle. Because we're gonna get so many battles if we can follow him on this stretch. 5, 6, 7. High schools don't have like a survival class, do they? I feel like Jason could teach like a wilderness survival. 1, 2, Lorelei. What are you doing? Okay, that's 6. Gotta wait so we're on the right side of the screen. 7. Almost got me. All right. Are you gonna stay still, Lorelei? I've noticed the pattern here, getting hit all the time on day 1 when I've got a cat that's very much getting in the way. So hopefully she'll go take her nap soon and I can get some less distracted runs in. Yeah, Mark needs to add a splash of color to his clothing, even if it is red. Come on. Okay, this should be good. Wait for him to leave that large cabin. Now this is the nice stretch you get on in this in this area in any percent. Gotta make sure we're far enough over here. That was close. 1, 2. We want to be on the right side of the screen again. Beans, that was close. Almost got me again. It's so hard to time though. I'm so used to jumping in a certain way when the axes fly faster on day 2 and 3. So when it's day 1 and they're so much slower, that really throws off the timing. You need to settle down, Jason. I have no idea what my count is anymore. I think we got 2 or 3 maybe. Okay, there we go. Got him again, sweet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, 2, that was the wrong direction. It wouldn't be me playing this game if I didn't airmail a rock in the opposite direction. Yikes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's gonna be a huge chunk of health again. I love it. Now we wait right here. If I was off all week, I'd probably do SMZ3. Maybe some, like some map randos or something. Oh, that's good to hear, Atma. Congratulations. It's always nice when things start turning up, when things turn around for the better. Lorelai's sitting here nicely, and she's got a little mat in the hair on her tail. So we just gave her a little bit of a haircut. I keep a little cat grooming scissors down here because she gets her fur's so long, she gets all these mats. And if she's sitting nice like this, I cut the mat out quick. Oh, you get a guard shack too? So that should be nice for like weather and stuff. One. Oh geez, here we go again. 2. 3. That's better. Run away! And 7. Hit him right in the chin with that rock. I was gonna say, I need another zombie here. It's a lot safer to run to the right when he's appearing on day 1, because even if he does the stop and throw, it's a lot slower and you get so much extra time to react, but you still don't want to do it. That was 6 and 7. Alright, the worst part. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, in. Yeah, I feel like I definitely would not be able to do like any kind of combat against a slasher killer. I'd be the one trying to plan an escape route. In the cave loop, he does go to the left. Like, you can very easily catch up to him in the cabins. The first 2 cabins on the left, but since you can't get path fights, I just go to the right and wait by the trees. Because that's where you can get your next path fights with him. I'm all about trying to avoid doing extra cabin fights if possible. 1, 2, 3. Nope, we're gonna have to slow down. Alright, to the cave loop. Was not I thought he'd be long gone by now. Apparently he sticks around here a little longer than I thought. Chrissy is over there, but I can't swap to her right now or I'd lose a day-night cycle. But this is, now that we've already got through the lake once, his health is low enough where day 1 will end before he even gets to, before he gets back to the lake. Assuming I don't get hit. Which is definitely a possibility. Yeah, the big cabin to the left, and he'll go, when he goes into the cave loop, he moves to the left, and he'll go to that big cabin in the top left, and then the small cabin in the top right. He actually hits all 4 cabins in the cave loop, but I just wait outside the cabin, the large cabin on the bottom left, on the bottom right. There's 4 trees between the cave and the large cabin, and I'll wait by the 3rd set of trees. Yeah, happy almost birthday, baseball. I'll try to do some form of birthday present and get there on. Hopefully I'll be able to do this today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Tomorrow might be a little iffy because my oldest daughter has her open gym for dance and we really don't know yet how it's done at 6. But it's the first one we've had there, so I don't know how that's gonna work with getting the younger one to bed, and the younger one is generally the problem for needing to get her to bed early. Right. Shouldn't be a fight to the death yet. And if we can stay on the right side, we can get a bunch more fights. Though this area you don't have to be on him as much. So this is probably close enough. Yep. And then we'll get another one between the two trees on the other side of this path. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, one a zombie. One. He's a little angry now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey Game Pro, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. One. A little tight, but it worked. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I was a little worried that this is going to be fight to the death territory. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, see here, you can't really catch up to him on the paths. If you go to the left, he basically hops from cabin to cabin. So that's why I run this way, 1, 2, and we wait by the third tree. And eventually, after he leaves those cabins, he'll come back to this tree. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we are on fight to the death. 30 hits to go. Eight. 17. 'There we go. Perfect day one. Oh, next Monday? Happy early birthday, Dimension X. Alright. Mark is there. He's too close. Wait, is there anyone that's going to be stopping him? Okay, we're just going to go straight to the kids. Unfortunate start for day one, but want to give him a little more time to get closer to the lake. Because I don't want a crow to pop out, and I don't want to have to duck into the lake cabin to avoid a crow. And I think I mistimed this, because I'm going to have to do that. Come on, Jason, hurry up. Oh, I should have waited longer. That is really, really, really bad. Because now this counts as 2 cabin entries. So we're going to be on 2 already. That's 1 closer to dusk. Yeah, the day 1 axe dodges usually aren't too bad, but when he starts going a little bit berserk and does 2 really fast, that can definitely be a problem. Alright, 1 more. So things are not looking good to start this day 2 already. What? I am glad I was able to reach the controller. I miscounted. I'm guessing, well, Jason probably doesn't have any vomiting based off of what he must have ate for so many years. He probably doesn't have many issues with getting sick. Yeah, it is better to avoid the crow. Like, it's more important to not take the hit and let me 15 minutes from now figure out what to do. Let's see, that was the cave. Oh, geez, he's way into the South Forest now, too. Okay, caught up to him at least. Right here I have to remember, don't start jumping until he throws his axe. That's the only thing to watch out for here. That and turning the screen. I'm gonna reset that. This is the start of day 2. I should have thought about that. I was like, he's gonna appear right here, but I got a little bit mixed up because I was so far behind getting out of the into the forest. Yeah, if Jason was in like 7 days to die, he'd have the Iron Gut perks. Mark there, Paul, Laura. This seed is horrible. Okay, George, Mark, Paul, Laura. Alright, this covers 75% of our bases. Hopefully we hear the instant buzzer. Biscuits. It is kind of interesting how I was so confident going into tonight, but now I can't even get anywhere into day 2. I mean, granted, I made a very stupid mistake there. I should not have scrolled the screen to the right. I should have just let him run off. But I was so worried about losing those extra path fights, even though it only would have been like 2. Should have just dealt with it more after dark. I have to stop being so worried about getting extra zombies, even though they are more dangerous than Jason. Hey Bates, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. We do have the day-old Taco Bell, brought to you by Laura.
Killer, Mommy! Killer!
There are sharks in Crystal Lake, and they cause boats to explode when Laura is in them. That's a thing. A thing I made up, but a thing nonetheless. Yeah, Zombie Jason wouldn't have to worry about food. This is more of the part 2 through 4. Anything before Tommy Jarvis got a bunch of extra people in Crystal Lake killed. Because he should not have dug up that corpse. It was a very interesting way to bring him back, though, and 6 is my favorite of the original movies, followed closely by 2. Amy Steele's birthday was just 2 days ago. Played the one and only Ginny Field. No buzzer. There we go. 1. I have no idea how many cabin fights this is at. Alright, this might be the window. Lorelei got down and she's laying on her favorite blanket. 1. Alright, couple more hits. And we run forward a little bit. Yeah, the whole Laura thing, it's just a meme from the speedrun community, because if you see her in the bottom middle cabin instead of Paul, you lose like 4 seconds if you finish the run, because her throwing arm is just so bad. Whereas Chrissy's is so good. Alright, let's move. Wait, Mark again for the lake? Can I start getting some Chrissy seeds here? One, two. 1, 2, 3. The Taco Bell killed Bruce. I think Bruce was the name of the shark in Jaws. I I've seen so many, like, the photoshops of Demon on a box of, like, frozen enchiladas. Hey, Luck, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Let's try to get one that isn't the boat. There we go. Laura visits Hyrule. Link knows what's up. One, two, three, four. Yep, Mark and Laura have the same terrible throwing arm. In this run in particular, it doesn't matter as much. Like, if you're doing a normal perfect game, you can get an extra hit, sometimes even two, with Chrissy with the torch, because she throws that nice fast line drive, whereas Mark and Laura just have that weak, pathetic rainbow that can't really hit Jason in the back when he runs away. Where is the zombie? One, two... that was by the cave. We have to go into the forest again. And he's gonna be way down the path because it takes so long when he's not getting stopped. Oh, nope. Made it in time. Nice. One. Was not expecting to be here still. Might throw up this little section. Oh, he was already gone. Okay. So I caught him just as he was going into here. So we'll get him here, get a couple more. Now we'll be ready for him to appear on the right. No, or we'll just do that. We'll jump too early, and then that'll happen. I think didn't the fact that Bruce kept malfunctioning end up making the movie a little better? Because you see things from the shark's point of view more. Laura's hated because Mark can jump better, and he's the one you want to start with in the any % speedrun. See if anyone's there. You need Mark to start at the top left cabin of the lake loop. And if he starts there and you get an instant buzzer, then you know you might have the good seed. Now the instant buzzer could be George in the top right cabin, or it could be Laura in the bottom middle, which is still not good. There's 256 RNG seeds in this game, and unfortunately the good seed for any % only repeats twice, so you've got a 1 in 128% chance of getting it. And there's no viable way to manipulate when it shows up based on how the RNG works. Hey Jason, hey Al, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Well, for day 3 fights, once Jason is in, once he's done with his initial approach, those are basically... I'm very confident that I won't screw those up, so if I can get to the fight to the death, it should be good. It's just a matter of actually getting that far. Oh yeah, doing the slow counselors only takes so long. Hey Guilty, welcome in. Hope your Monday's going well. Doing those slow counselor only runs, like challenges, where they made me so sad. Plus, you can only do cabin fights, and I like to try to do hitless path fights. What is this seed? Yeah, we're not even doing... That's so bad, I'm gonna fully power off. Alright, George there. Not bad. Mark. This is the cabin you... Wait. This is the any % seed. This is the seed I was talking about. Well, this is the cabin layout. Jason could attack George in the top right. But yeah, you want Mark to start here, and we want Paul in the bottom middle cabin. If Laura's here, you can still complete it, but you lose a good chunk of time. Because we want to take Mark, you grab the torch, you come back, you do 2 battles with it's 3 battles with Mark on the way, then you pass the torch to Chrissy here and end the day outside of this cabin. So this is actually what the heck, let's see if I can still do an any percent run, just assuming this is even the any percent seed. Nope, it's the no buzzer. So Jason started in the top left outside the cave loop there. But that was the right layout. Mark, Paul, Laura. Okay, we might have a Chrissy seed here. Oh, this is perfect. If we get an instant buzzer, we'll know exactly where he is. If we don't, he's going to be right in the cave loop. Alright. Yeah, powering off, reset, like, how the RNG, the seed selection works on resets is it just kind of hops it to a different point in the RNG table. Like, if you do a fresh power on, if you hit the start button on the stage select, on the select screen, and frame 110, so just under 2 seconds from when you start, that's a way to force the good seed, but being frame perfect like that, there's no audio cues, there's nothing like that, so we just reset, but the resets were coded in a way that it hops around and it's just ridiculous. Hey Gunslinger, welcome in, hope you're having a good Monday. 1 HP with no items. That would be really Let me write that down here for something for after we get this done. I know I'd probably have to abuse lake zombies for that, because I think they're the only thing that does 1 damage. Mark only 1 HP and no. Are other counselors supposed to be alive for that as well? Or is it just like mark only on 1 health? Because if it's killing everyone but Mark only, so I kill everyone else and get Mark down to 1 health. Everyone else dead. Just save that into my file here. Yeah, once I finish the God Run, that can definitely be on the list. That would, I wonder. Hey Ewing, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Monday. Because yeah, day 2 can be a giant pain. Worse than day 3. But day 3, everything is so uniform. Like, I think I could do that on day 3. I think the hardest part would be day 2. Now I just have to get this one so I can do that. Because there being fights to the death and not having to worry about, well, odds are one of the fights to the death would probably end up being at the kids, which would be a disaster. Just because it's so long. Like, imagine having to do 160 hits with the rock on day 3. My hand would fall off. So I'd have to be really careful to try to make sure day 3 at least is on a path. There he is. There was a Jason Cheech and Chong crossover that was in the works? I think that was, his name was Chuck. Chuck and Chili was that pairing. Why'd I do that 4th one? That's way too aggressive. Oh no, did I lose him? No, caught him. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That little turnaround was the only thing that kept me from jumping into that axe. Chrissy's throwing arm is so much better than Mark's. Alright, we'll get 6, so we only have 1 left. Alright, onto the right side of the screen. This is so nice if you can be right on him like this. Especially for day 1. For day 2 and 3, this is a lot rougher. More rough. Uh-oh. Because you have to be careful about running to the right when you don't have a zombie to let you know when Jason's popping up. Because if you run to the right and he's moving faster and he stops and throws the axe right when he comes onto the screen, you're not going to have time to get out of the way. Well, you do, but you have like 1/10 of a second to jump. And it's not very good odds. There we go. Yeah, that's like when I was a kid, I always thought Jason, like, I thought he moved around by teleporting. I mean, there's some cabins that he just hops between, but most of the time he does go on the path, which is really neat. Oh boy, that was close. I made the mistake of Lorelai's walking over here, and I made the mistake of glancing down at her at a terrible time. Are you coming back up? 6, 7. Still haven't got that one really good run of the night that I usually get. Lorelai, no, 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 no. Her nap didn't last very long. It was interesting though, the run that I took into day 2 was the run where Lorelai was napping. When she went and laid down on the bed, day 2 hit. I got into day 2. Now that she's up and walking around again. 1, 2, 3. So easy to slow down as Chrissy. And we'll be extra cautious. Lorelai. I'd love to hear, like, if Jason ever talked, aside from grunting when Ginny kicks him in the stones, it would be awesome if his voice was Randy Savage's. One of the most, like, oh, I don't know if I'd put his voice up there with, like, a James Earl Jones in terms of being iconic, but his voice was awesome. Such a good promo. Come on, where are you? 1, 2, 3. We're going to the cave now. And we should catch him out here. Yep. Aww. Well, he's over halfway done. We should still finish this before he gets back to the kids. Because you have to be really careful about ending a day right before he goes into the lake. Because then you need to be incredibly lucky and have someone to start close enough to the lake. Because Jason pops up at 43 and 33 seconds. Unless you get lucky and have a zombie time that just so happens to block him. But you have 17 seconds to get to the kids unless it's dusk or night and you can force a buddy crow. And then if you force dusk or night, then you're dealing with zombies for all of extra zombies for all of day 2 or 3. I mean, then you can take empty cabin fights, but because cabin fights are so much safer than path fights, but the zombies are so much worse. I mean, maybe I'd have better luck if I was doing more empty cabin fights and not as worried about zombies. But I've had too many runs die from getting hit by a zombie that was... Or like trying to wait for Jason to appear somewhere and you've got 2 zombies right next to you. And you're trying to jump between them, or worse, at night, 3 zombies. And we want to end this on the far right. Should appear right here. And hopefully no buzzer, no buzzer. Beans. Hey, Bates. Oh, Creepshow 2. Hopefully if I didn't welcome you in earlier, sorry, Bates, welcome in. If I did, I'm clearly getting all mixed up. I haven't seen Creepshow 2. Or Creepshow 1, I'm assuming there was a first one. She's ready. Okay, sorry about that. With no jumping, that would be... I have done no jumping runs, but I don't know if how that would work with yeah, I don't think that could be done, because with the God Run, you have to keep all the kids alive. And you can't really get around fast enough without jumping. Yeah, with the God Run, it's no items, nobody anywhere takes damage, and no kids die. It's not too difficult to keep one kid alive, though. You just let him kill 2 batches and then wait till I think it's 10 seconds left, maybe? I'd have to look that up, but there's a... Yeah, you just wait, and he starts killing the kids at 30 seconds. And I think it's like at 10 or 8, he'll be down to 1, or maybe it's 4. That was close, almost took that one in the back. Good, back off, and we'll get the last 2. Maybe I should have followed him for some empty cabin fights here, just to make sure. Okay, this is actually good. He's close enough to being dead for the day, where I wanna make sure I've got time to get there for day 2. So this is actually good. If I can find him. 1, 2. Missed. 3, 4, 5. You throw the rock, Chrissy. Jason, a new toy. Like a legitimate toy, or something like the really cool saw on a giant handle from Friday 7. Oh boy. Yeah, we're taking this cabin fight. And there's only one more path fight to end day 1 or day 2. Actually, that could, if someone starts in that bottom left cabin though, that's going to be problematic. The bottom left cabin of the lake loop. Well, I should stop getting ahead of myself here and actually finish day 1. Alright, one more fight. What, the bananas, I don't think she had an actual name, the banana girl from Friday 4. She was played by, I think the actress's name was Bonnie. But then she was eating the banana, and she held up the sign. Last fight of the day. Mark Paul Laura. Oh, just Hitchhiker, okay. That was a fun... I had one of my Twitter parody accounts was for her. And that was a lot of fun. I just had her holding up the F sign at people whenever they do something. Never posted a single word with that account. I just want to get out of day one. I probably should have kept that one that made it into day two and just played it through for the sake of finishing a run. Because now it's getting to the point where I've got to, if I want to finish one for the night, I've got to actually start playing these through. Yeah, the way they did like all the blood pumping stuff was so cool. With like the hoses and everything like that. For being as old as those movies were, the special effects were really good. Alright, we want to make sure we're on the right side here. Look at Mark's pathetic throwing arm. Is that close enough? Oh, it doesn't matter. He was going in here anyway. Oh! Well, don't mind if I do. We'll jump on that. Much rather have Chrissy here. Where are you going, Lorelai? This is still day one. Only had one run make it out, and I got hit in the first battle of day two. It's been terrible runs tonight. Alright, we'll get him right here. And hopefully come away with a nice stretch of path fights. Alright, one more should do it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we can keep going here and not have him run off. We get to the right side again. That is just beautiful. Look at all these quick path fights. Big jump. Got him again. Six, and we're gonna go to the right side. One more. Uh-oh. This is so bad. Yeah, he was, I think he was actually, Savini's hands were actually, I don't know if it was him, but it was, a guy that was, when she got her head cut off and the hands were going like this. Like, you could see the hair on his hands. Yeah, that gusher effect for Kevin Bacon was so cool. Yeah, it's like, I can tell when I screw up and I'm effectively letting him lead me into an axe throw. Yet I still do it that way. Usually she does not just sit on my lap like this. I mean, I enjoy the cat cuddles and everything. But it's so much easier when she's laying down than I can get her afterwards. Alright, we're gonna try this one just to maybe get a Chrissy seed. Alright, Alright, no instant buzzer. He's not hitting Mark there. So he's either going to hit Laura just out here, or... Nope, over this way. So not great. We don't really like this for a starting cabin. This potentially means we could have 2 loops to the kids before day 1's even done, but... I just want to do... I want to do a Chrissy seed. No more of these Mark seeds. A throat punch. Or maybe in the 2017 game, he just dropped some... There was a kill where he just dropped someone on their head. One, two. Alright, let's get out of day 1. Because if I keep screwing up on day 1, I'm just going to have to be like, okay, we're just doing a stone-only run. We're playing it the whole way through, no matter what. Because I need to complete 1. I'm not going to go a whole night without completing 1 run. I can definitely complete a stone-only without a problem. It's just doing it without getting hit. That was close. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Thanks for the jump scare. Hope you're having a good Monday. That was almost perfectly timed. Like, that was really close to being spot on. Lorelei, if we actually do get the run here, I'm gonna come and get you, okay? When she laid down on the bed again. This could be the window. Alright, this is a terrible seed to start with, so we're gonna make sure we get this extra fight down here. If you're not on the right side of the screen, you can end up missing this fight, because he doesn't stick around in this little section very long. 4. Actually, here it doesn't matter. Here, he basically teleports into this large cabin, shuffles around in there a little bit, and then you find him right here. 1, 2. Just for the sake of giving an extra second, we're gonna start right in front of the... right at the dock. Rude. I'm glad I had that extra second now. 1, 2, 3. One second to spare. That was bad. Yeah, I assume it was a bad translation. I don't think they were intentionally trying to be misleading. Because, like, a lot of the other stuff was right. Like, I don't think this is a Simon's Quest thing where it's smack your head into the cliff. I mean, that could have been bad translation, too. I have no idea, but I thought I remember that they were trying to intentionally be misleading at parts for that. That's true. One-handed chokeslam would be really good. Come on, zombie, stop doing that. I need to get to the South Forest. 1, 2... Oh, perfect! That's actually... This is what we want. We want him to be attacking the cabin right here. Because that means we can get to the South Forest without a problem, and we can catch him and get all of our battles in there. They're gonna be needed, because this seed is... I mean, look at how little health is gone, and this is already the 3rd cabin fight. Yeah, the lake zombies are a giant pain. They're not cooperating at all. Good, we got the zombie there. Missed. Was a little early on that. 3. And threw in the wrong direction again. That's great. Is he popping up again? No. But he is here. But he was supposed to be here. Don't know if I'm quick enough. I am. Sometimes he doesn't stay in this little section very long. I mean, it's possible I could even get a third fight here if I went in another direction. But I'm just trying to make sure to maximize however many fights I can get here. Three, 4, 5. Six, beautiful. Chrissy's throwing arm is so good. This is what I needed. This stretch, there was like 7 or 8 fights here, and that was definitely a must. To try to catch up with the fact that this seed has been terrible. Jason, stop doing this. Wait, what? Oh, phew. I thought I got myself lost. Okay, I think we're here before he goes into the middle cabin. Yep, definitely before. Oh, this is bad. I don't like that. Because now we have to worry about other things. Like, if it's very likely Debbie moves here. And if Debbie moves, then we end up dealing with Jason again before he gets to the kids, and suddenly we have to make the decision. Do you run through the forest at night? No, you never run through the forest at night. There's wolves. Yeah, Laura. Hey, Remy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's very rare that Laura does something good, but she was in a good place at that one. 3. There's still so many fights left. No matter what, we're gonna get another path fight, another cabin fight here. Even if George moves, Debbie's gonna move right into his place. I wish, like, I hope another company just, like, in the case of Splatterhouse, developed to be a Friday the 13th game. I would love it if someone did, like, just even a reskin of the 2017 game. Call it Summer Camp. Call it whatever. Doesn't even have to be a killer with a hockey mask. Just give me that same gameplay. Maybe with less bugs and better servers. It's gonna be dusk. Can I finish this day before he gets to the forest? It's gonna be so much harder to move around, though, with it being dusk. Well, it was originally called Summer Camp. Okay. We'll do that again. House of Pain is such a cool name. Alright, you gotta hurry up, Jason. I'm gonna be jumping between multiple zombies here. Okay, perfect. Now the problem is staying on his tail. 3... Is this the fight to the death? Nope, not yet. Gotta make... This should be it, though. Three... Stop it, Jason. 4... 5... Yep, this is it. Alright, I think that's 12, need 40. Oh, I thought I got hit there. That's the is that the second or third time I've taken a hit on the final on the fight to the death on day 1? I should have just played that one out, but I'm like, no, I want to get a real, I want to get a full, I want to try to get an actual run going here. Chrissy, this one I'm probably going to have to play out no matter what, though. There's just not time. I've had one other night like this where it just went terribly, and then the next night I think was the one where I got my first 2 and 3 hitter in one night. So hopefully tomorrow night or Wednesday, whichever it'll be, will be better than the trash that has been tonight. Or maybe this run will make up for everything. I mean, I can hope. I gotta... what he did on that last path fight there... I know I've taken a hit on that exact same pattern before. But since it's day 1, I don't really do any extra work to figure out what's going on there. And maybe I should look at that. You coming back, Lorelei? Did I miss out on my chance? Gabby. You should have moved. Three, 4, 5, 6. Missed. I hope this is. I'd like to at least get a run into day 2. I'd be happy with that too. Because at this point, even if I finish this run and I don't reset, it's probably going to be around 10:15 by the time it's done, or well after 10. And that's not good given the time I have to that I have to wake up at 4:30. Jason, stop doing this. Alright, we go forward a tiny bit. There we go, nice and slow. Now we can get that last fight over here. Hey Ninja, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. And hope the driving's going well. Extra safe. Don't drive like someone playing the 2017 Friday the 13th game where they're just running people over. What? I'm resetting that. I shouldn't be doing that, but I should have just sat there, but I didn't want to miss the path fight. So I went back out and got all... The timing was way off. That was horrible. Hey Kins, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, good news. I like good news. Need some of that after how bad these seeds are going. I mean, I didn't want to roll with... I think I might have a little bit of a system down with Mark now for rowing, but it's going to need a little more data. And I still don't like doing it. Okay, Mark full health, Paul full health. Pretty sure I made it there with like 48 seconds, so we're fine. The problem is Paul moving into the bottom left cabin now. And then suddenly, boom, we're at 3 path fights before we're even done with the kids the first time. Oh, congratulations, Kins, that's awesome! That's, like... At least to me, I think that's it's the most difficult but the most rewarding thing I've ever done. It's like that was one of my life's goals, was very exciting goals. I wanted to get married, have a house, and have kids. Now my remaining goal is to have a solar-powered roof. I'm very exciting. And we're waiting for companies to come into the area and start offering those, because they are not really by us yet. Hopefully everything's going well with the baby and everything. And hope you can do well with well, actually, some kids do just sleep through the night the whole time. And we've got an almost 12-year-old that still sleeps on the floor in the bedroom. And a 7-year-old that she's almost 8, that won't go to bed by herself. She needs someone sitting next to her bed while she falls asleep, which is why I have so many problems getting streams started early. It depends on how quickly she goes to bed when someone's sitting next to her. But hopefully that's not the case with yours. Got him. Now that was fine without scrolling the screen again. Alright, he's going slow. 1, 2, 3. Mark's terrible throwing arm. Alright, let's see how the Mark Lake system works. Instead of giving it the full 3 seconds like Chrissy, you basically stop as soon as he starts going. 1, 2... I mean, yeah, that works. Oh, you might have a calm one then. And hopefully she's really chill. I know, like, a friend of mine, like, her daughter was just perfect the whole... I mean, until she reached her teenage years, but that's normal. Now, let's see, forest. 1, 2... That zombie taking so long to pop up is screwing everything up here. Oh, got him. Sweet. Two, three, four. Now, if I remember this from last time, when it took me that long to get there, we just go straight down in the next path. We don't even bother going further to the right. Yep. Had to skip a couple path fights. I'm not going to try to go to the right on this one either. We're just going to go down and then go to the right and hang out here. One, two. Jason, stop doing this. Three. Four. I was waiting for him to pop up there. Thankfully, he was only day one, and he was moving a lot slower. Right, now we don't want to hear the buzzer after he runs off here. That's what I didn't want to hear. Counselor-specific weapons. Well, Chrissy, I like to think she's... well, Chrissy probably would get a pitchfork. Well, no, she threw a knife. Chris Higgins threw a knife at Jason. No, she hit him with an axe, I believe. So she'd probably get an axe. Ginny would get a pitchfork, if we had a Ginny. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cute when they have a full head of hair. Oh, the sleeping bag. You could fill that with rocks. If you could swing it well enough, that could do some real damage to Jason. Sleeping bag is, no matter what sleeping bag kill, it's always good. Whoops. Alright, I think we got one more before it's dusk. I feel like Paul is going to end up moving into that cabin. And I'm wondering if I kick him out now into that cabin, and then he moves, he'll move out of the way and he won't go in there. But I can't risk that. I don't know where it is on the 90-second timer before it shifts all the counselors around. But every 90 seconds at day and dusk, and every 150 seconds at night, it'll rotate the counselors. Again, thanks to Rossi for looking at the code for that. That was not smart. Oh, good. This is the section we can do that in. Usually in this little stretch, when you're on the forest route, you want to be on the far right side of the screen before you end a battle. I should have done it. I should have done it. If I would have kicked Paul out of the cabin, he would have went in here, and by the time I got over there, he would have moved, and we wouldn't have had this extra cabin fight. Jason's health is so high still. Oh good, it's not dusk yet. There's a chance. Just got to get this really long stretch of fights here. Now this is the section we have to be on the right side of the screen. Because I need all these fights to get to him before he hits the kids, or ends day one by the kids. I mean, it's possible I could luck out and have someone right next to them, but I don't want to count on that. That's 6. Zombie, please. Thank you. Three, 4, 5, 6, and we get the last one over here. As Jason chugs along. Jeez, he's gone. Oh, nope, caught him here. Okay. Kind of wondering if I should go back and wait by the kids right now, just to make sure. I think he's almost done. Actually, no, I'm gonna go by the kids. It's not worth the risk. Oh, that was bad. I could have had it. Actually, no, this might be fine. Because we're ending day 1 here. He'll be going to the cave. And that's just a matter of hopefully having, ideally Chrissy, but otherwise her or Mark in the general vicinity. We've gotta... Yep, gotta get rid of Klaus here. 40 hits. I hate day-ending cabin fights. They're so slow. But at least here you can see his health bar. You don't have to worry about counting as much. And I suppose I could just not bother counting at all on fights to the death. It's not like I'm gonna be... It's not like I need to stop and mash or anything like you do in a speedrun. Like when you get down to a point where you can just sit there and mash him down, that saves a ton of time. But you don't really have to count for as much for this. It's just kind of for my own peace of mind. I almost did an early dodge there. I think it still would have been fine, but... Four more to go. Hey, made it into day 2 again. It's about time. I can work with this. Where are the others? Okay, so we're gonna get one more with Laura down here. I think I can catch him here once. Actually, let's go over here. I know he'll pop up here. Unless he just ran by while I was in the wrong spot. Nope, we're good. Two, 3, 4, 5. Hey, one battle. Whoa, what was that? He's not supposed to do that. I mean, I like the extra path fight, but I was not expecting him to be right there. Jason, you need to... I just got one more throw. Alright, we're gonna keep the zombie here. Three, 4, 5, 6. Alright, here we go. Instant fight. I should not... Running to the left is one of the dumbest things you can do when he's coming on the screen there. And I should not have done that. Thankfully, it worked out so far. Alright, Laura should have hopefully moved by now. So we're gonna go over here, closer to this side. Oh, I want the screen over here a little more. Uh-oh. I froze. We're finishing this one out. I was expecting him to back up and throw the axe, and then he didn't do exactly what I was expecting, and I got a little paranoid, and... Okay, so that's good. I do know that we can utilize the zombie to wait and make this fight free. It's like my brain just stopped working when I jumped into his shoulder there. That's okay. One hitter is still a PB. Hey, Lorelei. Let's not walk across everything, please. Stop it. What did you... Lorelei. Come here. Come here. Lorelei. Oh, shit. Are you okay? Sweetie, that's why you don't walk up there. She slipped on a... I don't know how much of that was audible. I unfortunately dropped an S. I have a TV remote up there, and she stepped on the remote. I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but she stepped on the remote, and it was the plastic side down, and it slid, and she fell off of the desk. She seems like she's okay, though. Come on, up here. Are you embarrassed now? Come on up. I'd rather have you sit on my lap than fall off the desk. The run's already dead. No, but I do not want you walking across the top of the top loader. We don't hit the reset button. No, don't go on the desk. Hey, Iggy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Also caught Lorelei fresh off of falling off my desk. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Lorelei, stop. You're gonna fall again. I swear, she's trying to make sure her butt is constantly on camera. Well, if you think Lorelei looks like she wants to draw blood, you should meet Zelda. Why did I do that? Zelda's like, she's really sweet to me, like she loves me to death, but she basically hates everybody else. Like when I take her to the vet, they have to have a, like, well, it's in her notes, they have to have a second vet tech there to help with her exam and everything. Like they check her teeth by looking close and she'll hiss at them. But for me, she's so sweet. Why couldn't I do that without freezing like I did last time? Right here, I think we can get away with it. Just scroll the screen like that. Yep. You can come up here, Lorelei, just please don't step on the top loader. Oh wait, that was bad. I don't know if I can catch up to him here. Nope, got him. Good. See, that's what I should have done. I needed to wait, and I tried to get ahead of things. Lorelei! Will you stop? She's got all these little pop-up windows showing up on my computer now. Like, once she actually cut stream walking across everything. I think I've got that one. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. But I think I've got that video I think I saved that video separately somewhere. You want to come back up? I love the cuddles. I just not the running on the desk. Can we not run on the desk? And Zelda's just sitting on the arm of a couch in the other room. Did I fight him here already? Okay, no I didn't. Glad I moved. I'm completely out of sorts as to where he is now, because I had to pause there to fix the Lorelei-related mess. Alright. Got him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Yeah, cats they get so territorial. Welcome home, Chris. Hope that was a nice, clear drive. Wait, this is day 2. That's why he's moving differently. Like, wait, this isn't the right pattern. Then I remembered it wasn't day 1 anymore. I've been doing day 1 all night. So we finally get into something a little better. That's always a plus. There are so many people that drive like maniacs. He's in the forest. Right? Isn't he? Yeah, he's in the forest. I hope he's in the forest. Yes, he's in the forest. Seven. Boom. Why am I running to the left? Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're not gonna get him there. That's good to know. Kind of trying to start doing a little bit of minor rerouting on these. That was my brilliant plan for day 3. Was trying to be extra cautious and make sure I always had a zombie to let me know when he was popping up. But then I never made it to day 3. Like here, I should have been waiting for a zombie and just let him run off. But I guess this run's dead already, so... I mean, it could still be a PB, could still be a one-hitter. Zombies, please. Thank you. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Haha, gotcha. Normally I get hit with that axe when he does the stop and throw right when you enter a screen. I'd say that gets me at least half the time. Alright, now no buzzers. You couldn't give me a buzzer going into the forest, don't give me a buzzer leaving it. Alright, good. Now we wait right here, and he'll catch up after he leaves that cabin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. He got right into that cabin already. That's fine. Now we do want a zombie right around here. Oh, he's already here. Three, 4. Now here we have to be on the right side if we're going to get any more path fights. Actually, this is not a good place to do that. Because we're running to the right, and unless there's a zombie that I can get, this might only be a good idea on day 1. Let's try it here. Yep, see there, that when he does that, the stop and throw right away, the timing to dodge that is so small. Jason, just back off, please. Okay, we're gonna have to force him so I can get a hit in. I don't know what my count is. Oh, this is fine now. Zombies, please. Zombies. 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 He's gone. Oh, nope. Got him. Four, 5. Alright, we're good now. He should not be close enough to dead to be worried about this. That's right. I wonder how many people, like, if people, well, I'm assuming there's a lot of people that get completely loaded on Cinco de Mayo. Or just any little holiday that gives an excuse to excessively drink. Jason, you are being incredibly rude with the stop and throws. If you could just do more of the run at me and back away before you throw, that would be outstanding. What? Oh, this is a fight to the death? Okay, that was really lucky. I was just assuming he wasn't anywhere close to being dead, and thankfully I had enough time on that on that 7th throw to be like, wait, he's not running away. So after that early freeze to start the day where I jumped into his shoulder, things really settled in nicely. Gonna wait. Bait him into throwing. Alright, a one-hitter into day 3. Yeah, I don't like... well, for me too, like, celebrating holidays means leaving the house and, like, talking to people. And I get very uncomfortable around people. Unless it's, like, family members. I can't handle crowds well. What kind of adult? If it's like XXX, I would not buy that. But if it's just like a coloring book of like Jason sitting there staring blankly ahead with a mask, but it was for adults, I definitely buy something like that. When my kids were younger, we used to, my wife and I each took we'd arrange our schedules. At that point, I was still working 4/10s, so I'd have every Friday off. We'd go grocery shopping, go to the park if it was nice out. I'd make my eldest daughter pierogies. She'd take her nap, and then after her nap, we'd color. Color and watch Sesame Street. Ooh, that's really good. The goat Chrissy is starting in the perfect location. Alright, let's get the one-hit PB here. Bring that sum of best down to 0. I'm so much more comfortable with day 3 than I am with day 2. And that really shouldn't be the case. 1, 2, 3. If I could end the night on a one-hitter after getting hit on day 1 like 40 times, that would be incredible. Yeah, day 3 path fights, he doesn't have, like, even his speed changes between, like, rage mode and not rage aren't that big because he's already going so fast. So that's why, to me at least, day 3 is a lot easier than day 2. I've also got a better rhythm going with these, like I'm not mashing the B button after my second dodge. I actually took a hit in practice once, because I started my mash between dodges early, and got stuck in the throw animation, and got punched in the head. I was thinking about that earlier when I was practicing. I wish I could figure out what I did to get him in that super rage pattern. Because I just want to, like, that's something, I mean, I've only encountered that once in, I think this is day 22 of these. So it's not like it's a super common thing, but that was just trying to avoid him on the fly without just kind of reacting. Like at this point with a lot of the day 3 stuff, even when he goes into one of his worst patterns, I'm just reacting to that at this point. Whereas that one, I had to actually think and be like, okay, he's doing this. What do I do? I was in the forest, cave. So I wish I could get that pattern again. Just ideally not in a perfect game, like not in a God Run. Oh, that's the stop and throw. Oh, and now we got the timing off. Okay. There we go, broke him out of it. So that one hit turned into 2. That's the danger of going, I was not paying close enough attention to, I have to stare at a certain spot on the screen about one, like right around where Chrissy is right now by that tree to the right of the path. I kind of have to stare at that when I'm doing that area when I'm doing a screen transition. Because that's where you're looking. If you see him there and you're looking at that section, he stops, that's when you know you need to jump. If he doesn't stop, he's gonna run straight at you and back up. So even though like all of your instincts would tell you, hey, Jason's running at your face, you gotta move, you actually don't want to move. Like here, he runs straight at me, so he'll run, he'll back up, and when he backs up, he throws the axe. That's kind of what I'm looking for on his approach here. He's got 2 main things he'll do. He'll either stop and throw the axe like that, he'll either stop, back up and throw the axe, or he'll stop and throw the axe right away. Oh, I think I lost. Nope, didn't lose him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another one between these trees. See there, I knew he was popping up, so I could try to... Okay, we know he's in a bad pattern. There we go, broke him out of it. See, I'm getting so much of a better feel for when he's in one of the worst patterns. Like previously, even like 20 days of attempts ago, when I first started doing this, I would have taken like 4 hits in that battle. Oh, not a problem, Iggy. Yeah, I do little, like, I use A-Sprite to make little animations like these. Oh, that's not one of the good ones. And I decided, like, that's more so for when I finally complete this and post it to YouTube, it'll always be explaining what's there. Well, it'll always be explaining what the run is. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a cooldown. But yeah, no items, no kid death, no counselors can take damage, and that includes the inactive ones. I mean, I've done perfect games before, but I've used the torch with those. Right now, the only person to complete a God Run is Detysonator, and I want to be the second. He was also the first one to ever do a perfect game, and I was the second there. We have Slackinator, who just got his perfect game, like, maybe a month ago. And then Popcorn Cannon has done a hitless run, but it wasn't a perfect game, because he likes to do Debbie only. They can. Inactive counselors will start taking damage when the timer hits 40 seconds if they're being attacked. So, like, if I would have left Laura alone here, when that timer hit 40, she would have taken passive damage. And with this, basically, you're not allowed to pick up items, and no one can need a first aid kit by the time Jason's run off. Whereas with the perfect game, you can still pick up items, you just can't have anyone taking damage, and no kids can die. So in a perfect game, you're just rushing the torch, and then it's just 4 battles instead of 24 or 25 a day. Perfect. Yeah, you basically, once you know Jason's route, because he follows a set route around the map the whole time, you can basically just, what I'm doing right now, I'm just following him. Like here, he's actually going to the left, but you can't get path fights there. He kind of hops between those 2 cabins. So I go over here, and this is the next place you can run into him on a path, is over by this 3rd tree. Screen scroll, got hit by the zombie. That's 3 hits on day 3. And then you'll get another one. I'll go back, and there'll be 2 trees, and right when that last tree before the cave comes on the screen, he'll pop up again. And he does hang out there for a little bit, so I can hopefully get a zombie spawn, so I'll have a little bit of time. Yep, wait for the zombie. Now he's in his bad pattern, so we jump over his head, stop, and he backs away. Yeah, if you have any like particular questions on how this game works, definitely feel free to ask. I'm always happy to share what I've learned about this game over the years. It's so badly misunderstood. And I know it's an unrealistic goal, but I'd love to break the stigma around this game, and because I found that once people figure out how it works, they end up having a lot of fun with it. It's just a matter of like, so many people think AVGN's video was real and not entertainment. So they just see what he said, like, oh, this game is terrible, I'm never gonna play it, or I'm gonna assume it's bad, when it's good. I mean, it's developed by Atlas, the same people that did Persona, and that's one of the bigger series around right now. It's a really fun game, you just have to figure out how it works, which is unfortunately basically impossible when we were kids. Back before the days of the internet. And the game itself lies to you. The torch doesn't light the fireplaces. The manual lies to you. Though I still think those were probably mistranslations. See, I know you're popping up there. I just have to scroll the screen a little bit more. 3. And when he does that, when he doesn't back away right away and he starts running at you, that's when you do a little jump towards him, and that'll bait him into throwing the axe. Uh-oh. I wasn't counting again. He's gone. Well, not gone. He'll be right over here, but... Hey, Toxic, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Which one are you, Megan Garris? Whoops. Oh boy. Okay, we're just going. Oh, that was really lucky with the zombie popping up there, because I lost. You've got like a 1-second window generally to get here before. Oh, well, the zombie. I didn't even have to wait for that other zombie. Jason pops up at 43 and 33 seconds if he isn't blocked by a zombie or a crow. Yeah, the character names in this, I don't know, like, Chrissy was a character in Friday 3, Debbie was in Friday 3, there was a Mark in Friday 2, there was a Paul in Friday 2, no Laura or George. Well, George was the cook in Friday 5. Don't think there was a Laura, which is good, because we don't like Laura. Actually, the cooldown should have ended. After this battle, we can show what we think of Laura again. 2 more. Oh, Tina? No Tina, unfortunately. It would be fun to play as Tina, though.
Hello, Mommy.
Yeah, it showed the first 2. Okay, we're gonna just pick one. This is probably what I'd consider my best work on these animations. Tails cutting Laura into little bits. Is he at the cave or the forest? I don't remember what route he was on. I think he was in the cave route there. So I'm gonna go to the forest. Oh, well, that'll tell me it was the forest. Okay, good. Would have been in the right place. Unfortunately, the actress that played her just passed last week, Lar Park Lincoln. I like to try to keep things PG, but I will say F cancer. Hey, and Turbulent, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. It would have been nice to see Tina again in a later Friday movie. Just like once she learned how to control her powers. And I'm guessing they wanted Jason to be more of a threat and Tina just was whooping him. But still. It would have been well, I would have liked to see any of the final girls again. Okay, that's right. Forest. Now we can get a bunch of fights here because he's we know where we're right on his tail when he goes in. I just got baited. That's better. Now that we know exactly, like, if he's too far ahead and you have to figure out, like, you have to just run the route and hope you catch him soon enough, that could be a problem. But when you've got the cabin right there, assuming you don't screw up like I just did, we're gonna keep the screen over here more. Stop doing that, Jason. That's right, I have to break him out of the pattern first. That's better. So like, why isn't this working the way I want it to? And I remembered I didn't actually do the thing to make him stop being mean. Ideally, you just have him doing this. Back away and throw. Or do that. Oh yeah, that's right, she wasn't a fan film. Yeah, was that recent? Oh, that was so close. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, that's better. We're good. Actually, I think he might be... This is close to a fight to the death now. Unfortunately, this is like a 5 or a 6 hitter, but still... Considering how bad these runs were to start the night... He needs to stop doing that. 4, 5, 6. Not a fight to the death yet. Well, Jason and Megan would be a really nice combination. Isn't there a second movie for her coming out? If it's not out already? Or, hey Zelda. Zombie, come on up. Thank you. This might be the fight to the death. 3, 4, 5, 6. Moment of truth. It is the fight to the death. 33 hits to go. And I've already lost count. Listen, let's try to get in... Try doing this without counting it. The count does not matter at this point. I'm not trying to keep enough health to get so I can get to the point where I can mash him down. I'm trying to do this without getting hit. So I just need to focus on what Jason's doing. And not worry about how many hits are left. That way it can be a pleasant surprise when he gets hit with so many rocks that he dies. Oh no. Jump, Chrissy. Okay, we're free. Oh, that was nuts. That wasn't as fun as the one from last week, but that was something where I wasn't exactly sure what he was doing. Now I'm kind of tempted to just start jumping and screwing around to see what to, like, try to get him into a pattern I'm not used to. But I also don't want to get myself into bad habits. Oh, like that, throwing the rock off the screen. We don't want to do that. And he's probably relatively close now. There we go. So as a 5 or a 6 hitter, still managed to get one in for the night, which is always nice. Yeah, Halloween is the perfect time to release horror movies. I mean, I get that they might not want to, like, have so many of them releasing at once. I haven't seen the Leprechaun one yet. Though the kids do like to have a Leprechaun come and mess things up on St. Patrick's Day. They get a big kick out of that. I should watch Megan again. Oh, Zelda, are you coming up? Come here. Come here. We might have a very rare appearance by Zelda. Come on, sweetie, up here. I don't know why I'm talking to her. She can't hear anything. But come on, over here, Zelda. Come on. Come here. Aww. She knew I was trying to pick her up. You don't have to be shy, sweetie. Here I am talking to her again. She can't hear. That would be true. Let the best movie survive. Come on. Zelda, over here. She does, understand when I like, tap something. But she looks like she really does. She knows if she comes up here, I'm gonna pick her up and try to hold her in front of the camera. Come on, sweetie. I don't get you on camera much. I'd like to show you off. Oh, here we go. Come on. Right. A very rare and elusive Zelda sighting. She doesn't look directly at the camera like Lorelei does, but... I don't know if it's picking up on the microphone, but she's purring up a storm right now. This is what Lorelei does. Lorelei will stand in front of the TV and swat at things sometimes. That was so nice of you to stop by, Zelda. Maybe she'll sit here for a little. I mean, she's a lot smaller than Lorelei, so you can't really see her that well. Maybe we can. You don't want to look at the camera, though? Here you go, Zelda. Right up there. So nice to have her on. Usually it's Lorelei that's always here, so it's nice to have a Zelda appearance once in a while. What was the timestamp on that? 2:12? There. Made a little timestamp of that so I can separate that later. Even though she didn't do anything exciting, but... I mean, she's almost 20, so at least I can have a little extra video of her for later. But it is after 10 o'clock. I have to get up at 4:30 for work, so I should probably call it here for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. I'm hoping I will be back tomorrow for this. I don't know, it's the first open gym for the middle school dance team for my oldest daughter that goes from 4 to 6. So I don't know how the night's gonna end up playing out. Might not end up being back tomorrow, but the plan is tomorrow and Wednesday night to be doing this again. Really want to get this God Run in. Tonight was, up until that last run, well, the last run wasn't even that great. But I mean, it took so long to even get into day 2. So hopefully tomorrow night's runs will be better. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. And we will hopefully see you next time. And for those of you on Twitch, I'm going to see about